It's not uncommon for parents to tell little white lies to their children.
What's wasted?
Wasted, kids, is something that happens when you have a hankering for ice cream.
But studies show some lies do more damage to your kids than you might think. Joining us now with 5 lies you should never tell your children is child and family therapist Darby Fox. Darby, nice to see you this morning.
Good morning.
So let's start with the first one here. When parents tell, you go to the doctor's office and you get the shots, you tell the child, it won't hurt. This is a lie, and it has consequences.
Well, it's important to be honest because it will hurt. So you want to say to them, you're going to be able to get through this, or it's not too bad, it won't last long, and give them the real idea instead of, they'll get the idea if you say it's not going to hurt and it does hurt, that they're not adequate. And we don't want to start with that kind of a...
Also sugarcoating a child's fear, which is the next one. Everything is going to be all right. Just telling a child everything's going to be all right.
The problem with that is we can't always guarantee that. And as they get older and they realize that everything's not going to be all right, then they think again something's wrong or the world's really insecure and they don't know who to trust or how to deal with that.
What about this one? We're all guilty of this. I would have never done that at your age. I mean, that's a bald-faced lie. Right? Because
exactly.
we've all done the stuff that our kids have done.
And we'll all make those mistakes again. But it's important because then, again, you're reiterating you're inadequate. Like, I wouldn't have done that. And circumstances are different. The whole world's different. So, again, you're making your child think they're not quite good enough. And that's not a great way to build your relationship.
Now, this next one I know is bad, and I still do it because sometimes it's the only way to get your 3-year-old to leave the store or to leave wherever you are. That's it, I'm leaving you here comment that you make.
That one we always try and threaten, but it's not great. What you'd rather do is say before you go into the store, you know, I need you to, we'll get through this quickly. If we do, we can go to the park. Give them kind of a consequence and set up what they can, the parameters of what's okay and what's not.
Or setting a timer also seems to work.
Exactly.
When they hear the timer,
when the buzzer goes off.
They say, oh, the timer's going off. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Thank you for listening. All right, number 5 here on the list, you are the best. So overpraising our children, this can have profound effects on them.
I think we're all guilty of it sometimes saying, oh, you're the best. But when we do that continually, we are setting them up. They aren't going to be the best. They're not going to be the best at many things. So they don't know what's happened when they're not the best anymore, and they don't have the fortitude to know how to deal with that. So we want to set them up for saying you want to praise their effort or perseverance, like your work, your ethic, that kind of thing, as opposed to just how good they are.
Because they're less willing to take risks later in life? If they think they're the best at everything, then they're not going to want to face challenges.
Absolutely. They don't build up any sort of resilience. They don't know what to do when they're not the best. And often they'll just give up or they'll blame someone else. You'll see them going some other direction. So we want to make sure we definitely are praising their effort or their perseverance.
So bottom line, these little white lies can actually be much bigger than we think they are?
They do. They add up because the kids model behavior. That's how they learn. So when they see us doing it, then that's kind of, they internalize it and say, well, you know what? They say don't lie, but my dad said this or did that, and they'll pick up on that. So then that's where they don't, it becomes a problem.
Yeah. Fascinating. Darby Fox, we appreciate you joining us this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.